Hi, this is Marilyn Monaghan, and this is day 6 of my great adventure. We're talking about building leaders internationally. And today I want to talk a little bit about self-care. And actually, I'm not necessarily the best at it, but I have learned that when you're tired, it's really good to go to sleep, which is what I did in the evening, like most people do. And then I missed my day 6 time. So I'm actually, we're spilled over into day 7 because I kind of missed day 6. And that would not be unusual for me to be a little bit inconsistent because consistency is it's a wonderful thing. And I do work a whole lot and I do all kinds of things, consistency, but it's really easy for me to be adaptable, which means that you kind of change your mind or go from one thing to the next. And people sometimes call that, what do they call it, multitasking. But multitasking is really more like having a lot of tasks that you ping back and forth from. And I may be pretty good at that, but that's not actually the best way to do things. So one of the things that I have learned is self-care is a good thing. Okay, we're talking about self-care and I just changed subjects. See, that's what I do. But taking care of yourself is self-care. And I needed to get some rest because yesterday, it's 3 in the morning now. Yesterday was a day filled with tasks that were in different locations, completely different things to do, and it was difficult to figure out how to get them done. And so when that happens, what you do is you kind of put blinders on. I think of like when you take a horse somewhere, you got blinders so they can focus on the thing in front of them. And so what I do is figure out what's the most important thing, and other things drop off. Okay. And sometimes things drop off that don't even need to be there. Sometimes they need to be at a different time. But focusing on the priorities, and sometimes it seems like, well, which one is the priority? And then sometimes you just have to choose. But one way or another, what I have learned, it's really good to have sleep. And it's a highly underrated commodity because you do function better with sleep. And I am a night owl and I love working in the night. But if you're going to work in the night, that means you got to have sleep some other time. Okay. And the other thing that I wanted to mention with regard to self-care, and I actually am pretty good at this, is if you can find somebody you can delegate tasks to, do it. If you can find somebody who loves to do the things you don't love to do, and they love doing it for you, that's the best. And I talk about maintenance people who do the same thing over and over again. Sometimes I say it's like turning the crank. It's like, if I do something once, it's great. Let's develop this thing. Let's do it one more time, make sure it's working, and then hand it to somebody else so they can do it over and over. And those people I love. I love them. And they're happy because they just want to do this thing that it's like, it's repetitive, but to them it's satisfying. To me, it's like, well, on to the next. So figure out who you are. Make sure that you take care of yourself to the best of your ability. And I confess I'm not the best at this, but I'm getting better. And be who you are. And if you're one of those people who, if you have to be doing stuff in the middle of the night because you just love the silence, I love it. My husband, he would get up when he's retired, but when he would go to work, he loved going to work at 4 in the morning because it was quiet and peaceful. And he's a morning person, so I'm a night person, and I come alive at night. And so I liked working late. He liked working early, and whatever the deal is, you just need to get some sleep and do your best to take care of yourself. Put blinders on, figure out what you need to do now. And that was my tip for today. So you have a good day, and hopefully I'll talk to you later on today, but it'll be tonight today. And you have a good day. Bye-bye.